I so appreciate you being here today, Cancer. I'm very happy to read for you today. Let's give this deck a nice clean cut, and we'll see what's in the cards for all you gorgeous Cancers. We are starting out with the Page of Wands, followed by the Sun, followed by the Two of Wands. Well, it's kind of wandy, and I love that. And look at all this solar light. Isn't that beautiful? You're, whether you're doing it purposefully or not, somehow you are aligning with the divine design. You're aligning with your soul's purpose. And when you align with your soul's purpose, things fall into place. As things fall into place, your job is to not try to push things. Your job is to let it happen at its own rate. It's not going to be forever. It's not going to take forever, but you do need to let things come together in their own time. And it just seems like things are going really well and really going in the right direction. And the tendency here might be to try to rush things along, to try to say, oh, good, they're happening, so let's make it happen faster. And just like you don't want to do that, like if you're baking a cake, you don't want to try to make the cake bake any faster because it's not going to come out as good. So the same thing goes with whatever you're working on right now. You've got to have some faith that it's all turning out, but you don't want to rush it. You don't want to try to get there faster because you'll sacrifice the results that you're looking for. But boy, do you have a lot of good news on your side. And a lot of this looks like it may be involving your career, your work in the world, your creative work, something like that, your job. And it looks just gorgeous. It looks just gorgeous. Just be aware that the ego mind doesn't love gorgeous. And so that self-destructive tendency that we all have to contend with, it doesn't go away by pretending it's not there. We just notice it and just say, okay, we're not going to try to wreck this by being impatient. We're not going to try to wreck this by rushing things. We're going to let it run its course so that we have the full benefit of everything that's happening today or over these next couple of weeks. Boy, it looks good, Cancer. You're doing really, really well. Justice, Judgment, the World. You are doing extremely well. 4 out of 6 are trump cards, major arcana cards. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. It means that there's a lot of spiritual power backing you up. So I don't know what you've been up to, but it's really working. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Not only are you getting back things that you thought were lost, maybe not in the same form, maybe not from the actual places that you lost them. I mean, sometimes it happens, but you are getting the restitution, divine restitution. And things are coming back to you that you thought you had lost. You're getting the understanding that blessings for you are infinite. And I love this Sun card, the way it's depicted here. This here is how I want you to stand. Maybe with your arms outstretched to the sides even, if you could, and receive all the blessings that the universe has for you. Get into the habit of doing that in the morning. Get into the habit of doing that first thing in the morning. Open your arms and look up to the sky and call upon it. Just say, I now receive all the blessings that the universe has for me. All of my good is now coming to me, and I receive it with gratitude. Those kinds of statements. And just say that out loud and mean it and be enthusiastic about that. Because as you do, as you receive those blessings, everything starts to change in the most wonderful way. And this is why you don't want to rush it. You don't want to rush this because the universe knows what it's doing. And where you're headed, Cancer, is absolute and complete success. Absolute, complete, successful turnout in everything that you've got going on. If you let it just be. If you let it be the way it is. And you do your part is just to receive the blessings. You've already done all the work. So now it's a matter of receiving the blessings and listening to your guidance. If you have any activities that you need to do, you'll know. It'll be very apparent to you. You won't have to wonder. You'll know very clearly. Now, these 4 archangels that surround you, or they're cherubic angels. They're very high angels that are always surrounding you. They're always there. They always have been there, and they always will be there. But if you're aware of them, then you get to actually receive the benefit of them, because they're not going to do anything against your will. They're not going to just come in and fix things for you necessarily. But it looks to me like you've already been doing something like that. To me, it looks like you've already been recognizing that it's up to you to call forth and invoke or receive the blessings. It's not enough that the blessings are there. You've got to receive them. You've got to ask for them. And it looks like you're doing that. And if you're not, now's the time. Now's the time. It's a complete and absolute utter turnaround from the way things were even a few months ago for you. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, Cancer. Now, I like the T formation here. See, the trump cards are making this T formation. And what that symbolizes to me is balance. It symbolizes a balance between not only the past and the future, but the earth and the heavens. And you are the channel of receiving all of those blessings from everywhere. And there's no place that those blessings don't seem to apply in your life. It does seem like it's very apparent in your career, your work, your job, and everything else, but it also seems rather universal to me. And you're going in the right direction as long as you keep your eyes on that rather than, why isn't it happening better? Why isn't it happening faster? I want it now. I want it now. Gimme, gimme, gimme. That's the ego trying to encourage you to turn away from your blessings and trying to make things happen all by yourself. You don't want to make things happen all by yourself. A farmer doesn't say, well, I don't want to plant seeds. I just want crops. That doesn't make sense. I don't want ideas. I just want to write a book. None of that works. You have to allow things to happen as they will. You have to allow things to happen as they need to happen. And you don't need to have it be, quote, your specific way. You need to receive, or if you're smart, you'll receive the blessings in the way that they're given to you, because the universe understands things in ways that your ego mind doesn't understand and your personality doesn't understand. And that's why things are going to be working out for you better than anything you could come up with on your own, which is why you want to leave it alone and let it be. Just receive it and keep receiving it. Receiving the blessings from your past, receiving the blessings from your future, receiving the blessings from your present. There is no spot where this doesn't exist. There is no place where these blessings aren't there. Now, if you have time to listen to some meditations over the next couple weeks, the one I would do daily, if you can, is the solar light meditation. It's so brief. You can get it done in a minute if you're pressed for time. And you can do it multiple times during the day. You can listen to one of my solar light meditations that I have on my YouTube channel. They're very brief, but you'll only need them once or twice, and then you'll know how to do it all by yourself. You won't even need a recording. You can just run that solar light process over and over and over again, just to keep you primed for all of those blessings that keep coming to you, Cancer, and you'll be less inclined to do things in the world to thwart that. The other 3 meditations that are indicated here, the Justice meditation, the one for the Justice card, is called Invoking the Goddess of Restitution. The one based on the Judgment card is called Waking Up to Your Good. And the one for the World card is called Invoking the Circle of Angels. You can find the links to all those tarot trump meditations right in the video description of this video that you're watching right now on YouTube. So just go there. You can click on that link and you'll see all those tarot trump meditations. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4 that you can choose from. You could listen to all 4 if you wanted. But if you were just going to pick one, I would definitely do the solar light meditation and do it daily. Do it regularly, because you can get a lot done in a very short amount of time. The rest of these meditations are probably closer to 15 or 20 minutes each, so it's a little bit more of a time commitment. All right, I want to talk to you a little bit about this Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is everything that you've been learning, especially learning creatively, learning about job, learning about whatever. You've been learning things. You've been becoming skilled at things. You've been doing wonderful things. And it's through those skills that the universe is pouring its blessings so that you can have more and more and more and more. So that's why it's important for you not to get impatient and try to push the river here. Just allow that divine energy to move through all of those skills, to move through everything that you're doing so well, so that you can have the full benefit of the blessings that the universe has for you. And you don't need to rush this. This is right on time. You're going to be so happy once you look back and you say, okay, I understand now. Those blessings are definitely here in full fruition in my life, and I'm so glad I didn't try to rush through them, right? You can rest assured that you are protected, but you need to acknowledge that. Call upon those angels that are surrounding you. Call upon those angels and just know that they're with you, and know that you're safe, and know that you can move about your life and keep learning, keep doing everything that you're doing well. Just don't do it in a way that you're trying to rush results. Do it for the love of it, and the universe will take care of the rest. You're doing great, Cancer. This is one of the best readings I've seen in a while for you, and it's absolutely a knockout. It's just wonderful. Thank you so very much for being here, and thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Honey Paw, Shirley, and Delene, and we'll see you in 2 weeks, Cancer. Until then, blessed be.